All right, everybody. So, here on our second lesson, we're going to go over how to loop. So, as you can see here, what I have is I have strings, vocals, percussion, bass, and textures. For this lesson, it doesn't matter. We're going to start with strings here, and I'm going to use vocals. It doesn't matter. We're just going to use the first channel. So what I'd like to do first is, again, I would come here, and you could set your tempo. So I'm working with 70 BPM. So to set your tempo, you would hit tempo, and then you would hit start. And now you're going to hear, and at any point, if you want to raise the volume, you can go output level right here to raise the volume. So here, I hear the click. So do you hear when you hear that? The bell. The bell is when the loop's going to kick in, right? So for instance, here on the first channel, right? Loop, 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 loop.
So did you see that?
Loop, loop, loop.
That's when the loop kicked in.
Loop, 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 loop.
So you see that there? Begin. Begin. Begin.
And what I want to do too is I usually just get in the flow and I bob to the rhythm. Bob. And then now I'm going to do a loop.
Did you see how it's lined up with the loop?
Boom. And so then you can hold this here to eliminate and delete the loop. So let's go over one more time. My process is to take it slow. Always see what you're working with your tempo. Start. Really get with the bob with it. Bob, bob, bob. Flow with it, flow with it, flow with it, and get in that pocket. When you feel confident, and you could mess around with this a couple times, but the metronome really helps with this.
See that?
All right, so we learned here how to make our first loop with our metronome. And yeah, so join me on my next lesson, and we'll dive into overdubbing and how to do a loop over a loop. So stay tuned with me.